What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where I'm here at Volkswagen Brandon in Florida with the new 2024 Atlas Peak Edition SE. This is my favorite Atlas so far. I'm going to tell you guys why in just a moment, but you can probably tell just by looking at this thing that it's something special and new for 2024. So with that said, let's take a walk around the Peak Edition and let you know why you're going to want an off-road style Atlas to put into your garage. As always, big shout out to Volkswagen Brandon here in Florida for letting me take a walk around this Atlas Peak Edition and show it off to you guys today so you guys can get an idea of what kind of inventory they have, what this is all about, and other things that you can get from their dealership. Make sure you check the link in the description for their website page. So what's the Peak Edition and what makes it so special? Well, for the 2024 model year, Volkswagen added to the Atlas SUV a more rugged look. So for the Peak Edition, it's based off of the Atlas Base Camp concept that VW showed back in 2019, and it gives it a darker exterior trim, such as the window surround and mirror caps that match with the black roof rails and black 18-inch wheels. Now with this, the SUV's cabin gets special badging on the steering wheel and black fox leather upholstery with orange and gray detailing, and you also have a backlit panel on the passenger side of the dashboard that illuminates with a Peak Edition logo as well. And keep in mind that all-wheel drive will be standard with the Peak Edition Parents Package, which also includes a more aggressive all-terrain tire setup. Now this special edition all-wheel drive 6-passenger 4-door wagon has a wheelbase of 117.3 inches and a length of 200.7 inches, a width of 78.3 inches, and a height of 70.4 inches with a curb weight of 4,630 pounds. Now when it comes to power, we're looking at 269 horses, 273 pound-feet of torque, and a 0 to 60 in 7.3 seconds with a top speed governed at 117 miles per hour. Now, as far as the key fobs go, you get the same beautiful key fobs that you would get in the other Atlas models like the Cross Sport. You can see that we have on this side here our functions like lock, unlock, the trunk release, remote start, and the panic button, done in this glossy black finish with the chrome surround on the outer edges, and then the Volkswagen logo on the back side with the physical key being able to be pulled right down here from the bottom, just in case you guys have your key fob battery die and you need a physical key. It's there. But this is a very nice and premium key for what would be an off-road model Atlas. Now with the 2024 Atlas, you already got a redesigned front fascia, rear fascia, new headlamps and tail lamps, but with this model here, you just get a different color of paint option when it comes to the green pearl that we see here today in avocado, or you can get the pure gray. But everything else, as far as the front fascia, is the same as a Atlas Cross Sport. So you guys can see we have the LED light bar going across, feeding to the LED headlamps. You can also see the chrome bars for the grille setup here on the front, or at the top should I say, but then the black bars at the bottom down here. And it's really cool with the big VW logo up front. We will see all this illuminated in just a moment. Then we carry over to the gloss black surround and then the aluminum finish going throughout the lower part of the grille. All functional grille as well, so you guys can see that this actually feeds through and it actually helps for cooling. Now you guys can also see the aerodynamic feel on the sides, but with the aluminum flavor across on these side blades here as well with the matte inserts. So then you put it all together, take a step back and look at it, and you guys can see that it looks like an Atlas up front, right? It definitely carries over that beautiful feel, that seamless design, and really it just gives it more of a off-road style flavor. Now when it comes to the side profile, it's a lot of what you're used to. Let's talk about the 18-inch gloss black wheels that come with the Peak Edition. Now the brakes, well, they're 13.2 inches for the rotors in the front and 12.2, just an inch smaller in the rear. And as you guys can see with these, we have nice meaty cross-contact Continental tires, which gives you that meaty off-road feel for this model, specific to this model. So you guys can see the wheels and the actual rims are specific to this Peak Edition. Now with that said, going with the Peak Edition exclusiveness, you will see that the trim piece here and the accent piece on the front fender and front door say Peak Edition with gloss black and orange. That gives you a whole look at what the flavor is going to be like, especially for the interior, and the gloss black mirror cap as well to give it that extra pizzazz. Now on the lower portion, you'll see the soft touch plastic going around the wheel wells. down the side skirt, and then the aluminum flare going at the very bottom of the side skirt there as well. Again, giving it a very off-road feel. Same with the window moldings done in plastic with the B-pillar as well. Then if you guys can see up top, we have the roof rails done in that same black look. So it looks really cool. Also with the glass roof and the black shark fin antenna, we can see it all really coming together when it comes to the side profile of the Peak Edition. And yeah, this looks really fun to take out for the wilderness runs. Now I love the rear of the Atlas, and the Peak Edition takes it up to the next level because it gives us, again, that more off-road look, and it kind of balances out the spec to where the very high contact areas, if you were to take this off into the wilderness, into the mountains, well, you won't necessarily be too worried about it. You know, you guys have your plastic and your Fox grill at the bottom with your tow hook there, and you know, obviously the aluminum trim and the chrome surrounds where the exhaust would normally stick out if you had tailpipes. But with that said, that's where all of your contact is going to be when it comes to sticks and rocks and all that. They keep the paint up top. They have the reflector going throughout as well, like normal, but all the paint and that avocado green is at the top where it can be, you know, it can be untouched for the most part. And then for the Atlas trim, instead of chrome here, we have it in gloss black going all the way across with the Atlas script, 4Motion and SE on the badging, the big VW logo right there in the center, and then the LED tails going all the way across. Yep, these are the IQ light designs. They look really good against this green paint. Again, we'll see that all illuminated in just a moment. And then you guys can see that we do have the third brake light popped up right there as well, very flush inside of the gloss black on the side, and the spoiler at the top done in avocado green. So putting it all together, what do you guys think about the rear? You like it better than the side profile or the front? Now when it comes to your fuel economy, you're looking at 20, 18, and 24. 20 city and highway, 18 city, and 24 highway. So when it comes to cargo volume, we're looking at 97 cubic feet in the front, 56 cubic feet in the middle, and 21 cubic feet in the rear. And if you guys wanted some more space here, you know, it's important. You got a 3-row 6-seater, and maybe you just kind of want to take it down a little bit and have a little bit extra space. You use this here, and this will fold your seat forward just like that. Same on both sides, and as you guys can see, we have a little bit of extra storage on each side here, in this pocket here, in this pocket here. We got our accessories here, and we have a false floor here. You lift that up. Whoops, sorry. You lift that up. That's where the spare tire would go. Obviously, you have the jack there and the tools, and some more extra storage underneath the false floor there to add that all in. But plenty of space depending on what you need to use it for. If you need these seats folded down, the middle seats folded down, the front seat moved up, you got plenty of space when it comes to cargo here. Now, as I mentioned, I wanted to show you guys the beautiful light bar here. Looks so cool, that big LED light bar going across the entire width of the front of the car, going over into the headlamp where you have the running light there and the switchback LED turn signal. And then the headlamp there looks really cool, all set up there. And then that's not it, because we have the amber turn signal in the black mirror cap here. Again, looking great. And then in the rear, the tail lamps looking very sharp, especially that turn reflector against the black strip underneath, the accent piece. You put that all together, that's gonna shine at night, especially when you're out late at night, maybe in the mountains, maybe off-road somewhere. Definitely gonna be seen. Now up front, you get that Audi design feeling that you're used to from the Atlas, where you get the 6-speaker system, the 10.3-inch speedo, the 12-inch screen, the IQ driver assistance, all that stuff, it's all here in this Atlas. Now, before I even close the door for the Peak Edition, you will see that we have the side sill done in aluminum flavor there, and the cool aluminum with black grips on the dead pedal, on the gas pedal, and the brake pedal. I do really like that. Now, you can also see that, well, our door panel tells us a lot. That means we have some cool stuff in here. Actually, let me go to this side so you guys can see it better. So you can see the door panel with the gray inserts, the black stitching on the armrest, the textile finishes for the bezel and surround here, and then the aluminum for the door handle with the soft touch plastic at the top. Now I'm going to turn down that climate a little bit so you guys can hear me. So, whoops, so I'm not talking too loud for you. So let's do that. I know it's hot here in Florida. I mean, you know, hey, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So with that said, beautiful steering wheel, and for the Peak Edition, you're definitely going to get that Peak Edition badging right there in the center. Just sets it off nicely with this interior done in obvious black with gray and orange stitching. Look at these seats. Look at the textile and the perforated leather. Look at that setup. And the beautiful panel roof is going to let in a lot of natural lighting to shine down on this interior. And again, it's just a great place to be. They're very comfortable seats. I love them. Obviously, you're going to love them if you get into something like this. But with that, you also have the whole interior keeping that same flavor. Look at the textile going across the center of the dash, gloss black, the gray going across that as well, keeping that same flavor and that seamless design that you saw on the outside, on the inside when it comes to the complete interior. I do love the way that looks. Now, for this Atlas model, you're going to see a lot of Atlas things that you're used to. So, what does that mean? Well, talk about it. The steering wheel with the driver assistance controls on this side, the menu controls and hands-free controls on this side, the windshield wipers on that side, and you obviously have, well, your turn indicators and your lights on that side as well, with the paddle shifters on the back, steering wheel mounted, so you guys can see the plus on that side and the negative on that side, up and down shift. So you guys will also see that on this side here, we have our haptic buttons for our lighting controls, our defrost as well, so you can see on each end, and you can have auto, you can do mode, you can also do front. I mean, you can have everything all set up easily just with this haptic control here. So I'm pressing it, but it's not necessarily a button. It just feeds the pressure. So pressure will be the thing that actually, you know, turns that on and off and changes it. Then we have the 10.3-inch Speedo here, giving us a lot of customization when it comes to the controls. So you guys can see right here that if I want to change anything, I can do view and I can do this button here. I'm going to press those here so you guys can see, just as a demonstration on the different things I can change here. As you guys can see, assistance systems, operating, start, stop, the steering angle, settings, no display. And then if I press view, then you guys will see on the right hand side, look at that. It changes up completely on the digital Speedo. There's a couple different things you can do, driver assistance, you can do the nav, all that kind of stuff. So just keep in mind you have tons of different ways you can configure that Speedo and that digital screen. And then the infotainment screen we know very well as well. And again, this is the same thing where you can configure this as well. You do Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, so I can slide all that down. As you guys can see, we have different pages for everything here as well. So there's a lot going on in here. If I had it linked up and everything, you guys will be able to see more. Really, I want you to know that this is an intuitive system, which shows you that it works very well when it comes to just pressing things and it working when it needs to be. You know, so it's at the touch. There's no lagging when it comes to a lot of this. So again, I just wanted to kind of show it off so you guys can see, you know, how well it works just by me pressing it, and it's very clear. And obviously it's very easy to use. You also have your climate controls here for your seats, ventilation there, heating as well. If you guys didn't notice, there's climate controls here as well. So if I press this, you can see that's heat. Whoops, that focuses in. That's coolness there. I can do my radio controls here, and then same, there's dual zone there. Now down here, I do have an individual climate control button, and we'll get to the other ones there, but if I press the climate control button there, you guys can see that I have my smart climate, classic climate, air care, everything here as far as my climate controls as well. Also down here, our driver assistance right here. So if I press that, you can see our driver assistance controls. If I go down here and press menu, that's gonna show us parking. You see our parking camera turning on with our sensors and everything there. And then our hazard button is right there. But next to that is our important selector, which would be our drive mode selector, where we have Eco, Comfort, Sport, Custom, and Off-Road. Now, obviously, if you change each one of these, it's going to give you different menus. So you guys can see Eco, Comfort, Sport, Custom, and Off-Road with snow there. So you guys can see all the drive modes there. Really cool to have that many different ways you can control this vehicle. Then you have underneath there, wireless phone charger. You have the USB-C, 2 plugins there, and extra storage. our start stop button there, our parking button there, our gear selector here. This is actually how we shift gears. Reverse, drive, neutral, park. We have our cup holders here, electric parking brake here, and then a little bit more extra storage here. Big armrest right here with a deep and nice spacious cargo area. Now you also have a USB-C plug in there as well for more charging. Then you take a look at this and you look up and you're gonna see our controls for our SOS, dome light, our panoramic roof, everything there. And you're wondering, where's your home link for like your garage door and everything? It's actually right here. You see the buttons underneath the mirror. You see the digital compass there in the top right. It's actually a digital mirror, so you can use your home link buttons right here by pressing those buttons and, you know, programming it to your garage door opener and everything there, to where if you pull this down here, that's a visor there, and you got a light and a mirror. So there you go. Basically, this is a great place to be, and if you're taking long road trips with the family up in the mountains, you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna have nice floor mats to keep everything clean in here. You're gonna have all the technology you need for you and the family, and you're going to be safe with the driver assistance, all the safety features, the cameras. It's just a good place to be when it comes to the Atlas in the Peak Edition. Now, since we have the 3-row captain's chairs, we're gonna sit in the middle and in the very rear. But when it comes to passenger volume, you're looking at 61 cubic feet in the front, 53 cubic feet right here in the middle, and 39 cubic feet in the rear. Obviously the rear is gonna have the least amount. So let's see how it looks, because obviously we have plenty of room right here in the middle, right? Tons of space, and the captain's chairs really do their trick here, letting everything just kind of be free and open in the center in case you need to set anything there or just get in between. If you can see, we'll close up the door here and you will see that we do have our privacy shade here, which is very nice. Also sunshade. And the materials in the rear, as you see up front, with the black textile, with the gray inserts, the orange stitching, all great stuff. Room for cup holders and everything there. And obviously you have a pouch. And then you have your climate control screen right here in the center with your HVAC vents. At the bottom down here, you do also have two USB 2.0s, as you guys can, or sorry, USB-Cs, as you guys can see. And then you also have a 15-volt plug-in here as well, where you can plug in things there. Now, keep in mind, also, we have another row to go to. So let's easily, I say easily, just do this in real time. Get back here, and as you guys can see, I'm not gonna fit back here so well with how I was sitting up front there. I'm in the middle, but as you guys can see, there's not much room for me in the actual rear. So this will be definitely for smaller people. Now, with that said, you do also have cup holders back here, a little extra storage as well, a 12-volt plug-in, or lighter should I say, 12-volt there, and then the same thing on the side here. Same seat styling too, which is very nice. And then you got these here, actually, hold on, these slide up, so that's your headrest right there. Now again, as far as space, it's going to be very subjective as far as who's sitting back here, but what is nice is if I wanted to fold this up, I just pull on that and the seat goes up. Now obviously it would lay flat if I had the headrest folded down and everything there, but yeah, it still gives you plenty of space in the rear if you need to get out quickly, or if you just need to fold that seat up and maybe make some extra room. So it's all there. Now let's talk about the 2024 Atlas Peak Edition SE, because we have to see where we're looking at for our pricing and our options and features here. So we start off at $46,990 after the additional options and the 1425 destination, where we're looking at $50,263. So how did we get there? Let's check it out. We have a couple of packages here, so if you guys can see that avocado green pearl exterior, no charge. So that's really nice that you can get that and the black leatherette with orange interior and no charge as well. Now you'll also see that we do have the second row dual captain's chairs package, $695 with the auto dimming rear view mirror and home link. Well, that is $405. Now we have the Monsters mats with the captain's chairs, set of 5, $346 for those heavy duty mats, and the VW Care and prepaid scheduled maintenance, $275. That first aid roadside assistance kit, $110, and a USB-C male to USB-A female adapter cable, $17. Then we got that 4Motion all-wheel drive as standard. Now, let's talk about what we have here as standard options, because all of this here that you guys see comes with the Peak Edition SE. All of the technology, all the safety, the exterior, interior is standard here on this model. So make sure you guys check that out and pause it and zoom in and screenshot, and make sure you do everything to see all of this that comes with this Peak Edition right off the bat at that $46,990 price tag. And then we have to talk about, well, our warranty information. Check that out as well, with the scheduled carefree maintenance, the 24-hour roadside assistance, and the VW CardNet and safe and secure plan, which is a 5-year plan. So at just over $50,000, what are you guys thinking about this Peak Edition? What's your favorite aspect of an off-road Atlas? Chunkier tires, gloss black wheels, the orange accents, gray, the green paint. All of it checks my boxes. But with that said, I want to know what you guys think and what you guys love about this. Now, if you guys really love the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But if you guys want this car, make sure you guys check the links in the description below so you guys can get to their website and get this car in your driveway immediately. Now, with that said, make sure you guys subscribe and click the notification bell, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.